Hello everyone. This is a demo video of our platform 8080, which is an AI platform where you can create projects by simply mentioning your request in plain English. So let's start. So this is the screen where you will be creating your projects from start. And once you log in, you will see exit this screen. So let us enter one requirement of a website and see what it does. Here you can see it started creating our project. Whatever requirement you have entered, it will first start to create an SRD document. An SRD is system requirement document. So basically it will start going through your requirement one by one, and whatever functionalities you want to achieve, it will create a document consisting all the requirements first, and then it will start planning that. So if it has any questions, it will ask in the chat. Here is the session. You can manage sessions here. You can create a new session also here. And here is the button for adding a new user to your organization. So in your project. So if you are the only one working here, you can just have one user here. But if you want to add another user, you can do that from that button. Now, here is the execution flow. This is the AI overview, which is this chat screen where you are chatting with our platform. So basically, we have entered our requirement. Now the tech lead agent will be handling all the chat with us and will be executing tasks one by one. So we have added our requirement. Now this tech lead agent is saying that the the SRD document agent is ready, so we can run our plan and the SRD document will be generated. So we can enter the project title here. If you want, you can leave it as it is, and if you want, you can change the project title to whatever title you want. Okay, let's say I'm giving it name as e-commerce. So it will start. Now you can see the progress here. It started as the SRD agent has started, and it is creating the SRD document where it will specify everything related to the website. And once it is logged in, we don't change it every time. So once you mention any change, only then the SRD document will be changed. Otherwise, this will be logged in, and all of our website functionality and everything will be based on this SRD document. After SRD document is generated, you will see a user flow agent is working, and user flow agent has generated a user flow. What a user flow will look like on the website. So you can see here that landing view featured home. There are all multiple kind of pages, and this is the user flow it created. So yeah, you can expand it here for better detail, and you can also collapse here. Okay. So that's the part. Initially, it created SRD document and user flow. After that, the next part comes is design. So what our website will look like. So next part is design agent. Design agent will create UI designs for our website. So let me generate the first page here. First, it will create a landing page, which we have already specified in our requirement that I want a e-commerce site with login, sign up, and landing page. So it will create a landing page here. Let us wait for it and see what screen it generates. You can see all the progress here, whatever the design thinking and process is happening behind the scene. You can see all the chat and execution process here. So once the design is ready, you can see all the design pages here. This is the home screen, and this is where you can see all the designs. Then this is the product page. Once it is loaded, you can see the design. This is the cart page. This is checkout page. So all the pages designed here. And if you have any changes in your design, you can mention that in our chat here. So whatever change you want to apply, you can just mention it in plain English here, and the change will be applied. And one thing to notice here is that we have created our requirements and user flow, which was logged in. So once we want any changes to be applied, the change will be applied to the SRD document also and user flow also. So whatever changes you are making in the design or any code part, the SRD document will also be modified and accommodate the change, and user flow will be also changed, and the design also, whatever change you have applied. So these are all the screens you can see here. And let's say if you want to add user phone number in login screen, so let us mention that. So here you can see we can enter this button and specify whatever edits we want to do in our design, and that same changes as I mentioned will be applied to all the previous agents. So let us see, we can add phone number as user input login, and let's see what it does after this. Once it detect any change that we want to do, it will go to the SRD and it will go to the user flow and change from there initially. See, here it is saying run design requirements. That is basically making changes to the SRD document that we have previously generated. Yeah, and here you can see the line is added that as a user I should be able to log in using mobile phone input, which was our new change. So let us accept that. After accepting, the user flow will be started. So it has updated the user flow accordingly, and now it will go to the login screen and make the change accordingly. So the design agent was done, and after that we have continued with creating architecture. So basically this will create what a blueprint of backend, the APIs and system will look like, and whole diagram you can see here. So this is client, our front end e-commerce website. The backend is in fast API server, and for storage they're using MariaDB. So this is the system architect agent which will design our architecture, and here you can see all the diagrams how the data will flow from user to backend to database and vice versa. Here you can see the table schemas for database and all the flow diagrams you can see here. So that's the architecture agent which will have created all the architecture diagrams for us, for anyone to understand the project at a detailed manner. After architecture, you can see there are tasks being generated. So these are the tasks for backend and front end binding for API integration. So once these tasks are generated, you can export them in a document for share. And if you don't want, then you can just execute the task in the same platform. So your whole project will be uh, coded here and only here. So task generation agent is running, and tasks are being generated. Here you can see all the tasks. So you can read out all the tasks: create user data model, implement home page, implement product category, product page. So these are the tasks for the project that we have created. So here all the tasks are generated, and now if you want to continue, the task will be executed, right? And if you want to make changes to this task, you can specify your edits by pressing this button. Once you press this button, you can specify your edits here, and you can then make the changes in the task. So let us continue now. Now you can see there are four buttons. You can specify the edits, you can share, you can export a proposal from it, and you can start building. Start building means this all tasks will be executed one by one, and your project code will be implemented. Export proposal, you can export this task as a proposal to share anyone. You can mention the organization, then architect, you can go to next, and you can select, even select also what task you want to include and what you want to exclude. And you can also include SRD from here, you can deselect also, then you can go, then you can mention the parallel developers, human hourly rate, and that's it. So once you generate this proposal, this will be downloaded. So these are the tasks generated. Here is the list. You can see all the list of tasks, and you can see it in detail also. Now you can see the Gantt chart here. So this is for Kanban. If you want to move tasks to queued or in progress, then you can do that here. This is a sprint. So you can plan a sprint of tasks and execute accordingly, and this is phases wise. So that's the process. Now here is one more feature that we have introduced. This is a refer feature. So after you have purchased any plan from our platform, you can refer to some of your friends, and there will be benefits. So you get 5 credits when your friends sign up, and you get 20 credits, free credits, when your friend subscribe to any plan. So you just need to share the referral link with your friend and get the free credits. Thank you.